So it's Booktube-a-thon time. Hello Munchkins! Today I've decided that I'm going to participate in Booktube-a-thon. Now Booktube-a-thon is an event hosted by Ariel Bizet, which I will link all the info down in the description bar below, but I'll just give you a little bit of a summary. Booktube-a-thon is from the 14th to the 20th of July, which is next week, and it hosts a series of reading challenges for you to complete, as well as video challenges, but I'll get to that shortly. You don't get a prize for it, but it's more of a satisfaction that you managed to complete the challenge, which I'm really eager to get into and hopefully achieve. There are 7 challenges, 7 reading challenges, and you can also do video challenges as well. I've decided to only do the reading challenges, even though I have a YouTube channel to do the video challenges, but I just can't do it. Too much work, people, too much work. Maybe next year. So the point of this video that I'm going to do is my to be read pile for next week. I will do a wrap up of all the books that I've read at the end of it, so you have an idea what I thought about these books. All these books that I'm reading are books that I'm reading for the first time, just to make it a bit more interesting. So yeah, let's get started and see what the reading challenges are and what books I will be reading. So the first reading challenge is to read a book with pictures in it, and for this I've chosen the Manhattan Projects Volume 1, mainly because I'm interested in a bit of science fiction graphic novelness. The next reading challenge is to read a series from start to finish. For this I've chosen the Light Isles duology by Juliet Marillier, which is Wolfskin and Foxmask. It's sort of like a Viking fantasy series, and I'm really looking forward to it because I haven't read those books by Juliet Marillier, and I've been meaning to read all her books. I need to read Prickle Moon and that series, and then I'll be done until the next books come out at the end of this year. The next reading challenge is to read a novel with red on the cover. For this, I looked at my bookshelf and decided to pick the smallest one, and for that I've chosen Cocaine Blues by Kerry Greenwood. Now this is an Australian 1920s mystery series, so I'm really looking forward to this and hopefully I like it, because there is a TV adaptation as well, and I'd probably be watching that because my family has been raving about it and I haven't had a chance to watch it. So time to read a book before I do the series. The next reading challenge is to read a book that someone else has picked out for you. Now this is a bit hard because I have no control over my TBR list with this instance. I ended up picking the first person I saw, which was my dad, and he chose, of course, True Grit by Charles Portis. I've seen both the movie adaptations and I absolutely love it. I've been meaning to read this novel for a very long time, and this readathon gives me more of an incentive to read it. So thank you, Dad, for picking it. The next reading challenge is to read a novel in a genre that you have read the least of this year, and the genre that I have read the least of this year is non-fiction. And the book that I've chosen for this genre is Book of Lost Things by Stuart Kelly. Now I talked about this in my Melbourne haul. It's basically a book about all the books that have been lost, burned, forgotten throughout the years, and I'm really eager to read this. Hopefully I can plow through it very quickly, because I generally don't do that with non-fiction novels. And the next reading challenge is to read a book to movie adaptation. So basically you read the novel and then you watch the movie adaptation. And for this I've chosen Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And the movie that's based off this is Blade Runner. I've been meaning to watch Blade Runner for a very long time, mainly because there's Harrison Ford in it, and I'm eager to read this. The last reading challenge was to read 7 books, and since all the other books that I've talked about add up to 7, that sort of works out. So thank you, books, for making me not read anything extra. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching, and see ya.